damp because you're going to dampen your hands to wash them. Blow into the gloves to kind of expand them so you can slide your hands in. Use big gloves if possible to make sure you can fit them in because it's going to be tricky. Let me do one other thing here. You should know where the bag of afar is.
Yes,
You got it. Okay. You know where scissors are.
Yes.
If you're going to use it. You're talking about talit?
We will.
Okay. Okay. You folks almost ready? So we are going to need to clear the table for our mate.
Well, momentarily. The instructions were to do this here, not out in the hall.
So the other group can go out.
Oh, you've got a whole...
Obviously, the apron goes on first. And then you can put the
Everybody is on a steel table, okay? Body is cold. It's a cold body, okay? It's covered with a sheet, okay? And when you're going to start, Dan is going to show us when he's going to start, for example, cleaning the fingers, right? The body will stay covered. Okay, we're just going to see a hand. And we're going to clean the hands. And we're going to clean parts of the body, okay? This is just to be restricted.
Okay, you want to...
Are you almost ready? Are we ready to get started with the next phase?
almost. We're still suiting up.
Okay. Oh, they have. They're just not as fully. Okay. Okay, I think some of you are suited up, some of you are not.
That's okay.
That's okay.
We're not gonna waste a lot of class.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Well, he's going to tell us how he wants us to do it.
So do we
Okay. What?
do we go forward?
So let's go forward. Let's have our mate team on the table. I forget who you are, but three people volunteered to be our mate team. If you will.
I want to say something about your class. Those are too big. But you're going to lose your dexterity. Well, you know what? For now, don't worry about it now. Okay, so take a look at this. Putting the glove on. You go like that, and you go like that, and it opens up the fingers, and they're a lot easier to get on. But you want form fitting so you don't lose your dexterity. Okay? And you want to make sure that that doesn't happen.
Okay.
Right then.
So, as maybe David will tell you, he will have a sheet over him when you go in. You're going to remove during that rechitza as needed. Trying to.
Okay, so for example, there's a sheet right here, okay? And then here's the hand.
What is important though is they have one. See that?
We do. So then, is that right?
Let's move this off the table.
Make sure that these gloves are very crappy. I just completely shredded one. So.
Sure.
Everybody's got their stuff. Well, the other group hasn't suited up.
Yeah, no, they're not going as fully suited as you are.
How's everybody doing? So you're not doing sleep. Okay.
Heidi, this seems pretty,
Holly.
this seems fairly flimsy compared to the other stuff.
You know, this is what we've got.
So one of the things your chevra will need to decide on is safety procedure policies. How suited up are you going to be? Are you going to double glove? Does everybody get a hepatitis vaccination before they even start this work? And so on.
Really important to know.
So those are, we're not talking about that tonight, but those are, those are
things that you need to decide.
okay.
I'm not going to put a mask on because I want to make sure everybody can hear me. And if you don't want to put a mask on, it's fine.
My chevra doesn't use masks. What can I say?
My chevra doesn't use masks.
Okay.
You know, and
One person should probably be monitoring the head. As you're moving the body around, you want to make sure the head doesn't flop around. So you may have a person assigned to that task.
How about the rope?
Okay.
Yes, but not with shampoo, you know, yeah, exactly, clean water. Exactly, because as I said, it's really a religious ritual rather than.
it's a very sort of a tender moment that the team has amongst ourselves. We help each other with our marks.
Oh, that's an excellent question. You'll see after we wash, definitely dry them, totally dry, 100% dry, and also the table, and we don't use the same towels to dry it.
Okay. I'd like to get us all back together again on the same page. So some of you are in the middle of various things. I want to repeat a couple of things that got mentioned, I know, at some tables. The matah will be covered with a sheet when you walk in. We're going to make a big point of modesty, only uncover what needs to be uncovered. Somebody monitoring the position of the head, head's in a head rest, but you know, you're jostling around a little bit as you turn the body and so on. So make sure that that's monitored carefully. Okay, so now let's imagine, and we're going to simulate actually washing the body. And I'd hope that everybody at each table will do a little piece of this. We're going to start with the head, the neck, down the right side, the arms, the legs, and so on. At one point, we're going to have to do the back. And we'll talk about that in a few minutes. So the body will need to be turned, and there's some technique in doing that safely and carefully. And monitoring the head at that point becomes really crucial. So why don't you all, in the next couple of minutes, each imagine you've got a small bucket of warm water. You're going to take a washcloth or a piece of toweling of some kind and wash a piece of the body. And this will include the cleaning of the nails, fingernails, toenails, and so on.
Kind of all on the side, uncovering the little part that you're washing and then you're taking it back again. I think it's like often they keep you all covered except for your massaging, right?
Exactly. What we try to do as much as we can, but there is a point where you're going to need to expose them.
Right. But like now if I'm doing the arm, I'm like pushing the sheet to the side and like washing the arm and
Yeah, you could.
pulling it down or whatever.
And how do you arrange it? If there are 4 people, how are they arrayed around the body, or are they coming all down?
You know, exactly. It's more like one person will be washing their face, 2 other people start the shoulder down, and the chest, and going down that way.
Do the rags get dirty?
The only times the rags get dirty is sometimes in the process people have fecal discharge, and then yes, in the process, yes, yes, absolutely,
Because everything's relaxed.
right. So in that case, yes, and then we just put them in the dirty linen and take another towel. That doesn't get put in.
In the bag.
No, it does not. Good question.
I mean, if you're putting fingernails
Right, but still. But it's a really good question.
Do you go, they do this part and then come up and then you do the general area last, or you just go top to bottom?
Yeah,
sounds like.
You've got a team of people doing this, so,
it'll go really, we just move right down
and
and dry.
what may not have been clear, this metal table will be at something of a slant, and it'll be facing, we talked about that.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and pretend a little bit. And so you literally want to take their arm, because you're gonna want.
One other note, I don't know if, in the kit are diapers, adult diapers. Sometimes you put on just.
Right, if you can't control it, if the situation is not getting better, and especially if you've done everything, you've cleaned them, you've done it, and you're at the point where you're actually putting on, you've done the hard portion, you're actually putting on the top of the heap, and then you have more drainage. There can be a situation where the drainage is just not being good, but then it's I would say unusual.
Then you'd remove the diaper,
You'd put a diaper on.
but then you'd remove it prior to putting into the,
No, there are times if you're having so much output.
yeah.
Imagined you as like an infant. You have to kind of give into the situation.
Okay, but if you're,
Actually apply the diaper and then put on the clothes.
You don't want the diaper getting soiled.
Right, exactly. Between the legs. Yeah, and you want to do really, like literally lift up the legs, washing underneath, the feet, between the toes. Yeah, I would.
Do as much as you can before you turn.
Exactly, because it's actually going to be easier to do that. So, exactly. So in between the toes.
So you will.
Absolutely. You want to, and definitely, water here, and you want to do as thorough.
Are we pouring the water and is it warm? No.
We're dipping, but if I'm not mistaken, it is.
I would like the leaders that
And the arms too, are you picking up?
turning the body, how to do
Pick up
that
the whole thing and do as much as you can.
well.
So we'll make the assumption that they've been completely washed and drawn. Yes, definitely. So when you turn somebody, what you want to do, one is have someone at the head, and you want to hold their head, put your hands really, because what you're going to do is create stability. Okay. In turning, what you don't want is the head to then drop. So, you okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you want to put one hand under the shoulder and one hand under their hip.
And I turn the head too, right?
Yes, exactly. You really want to have control.
You may,
And then you hold like this. Exactly. So you have two people there.
Putting them on their stomach.
No, you don't flip them over.
oh, I see, okay.
Yeah, so,
So it's not turn as much as.
I want to make a distinction. I don't want this poor girl here.
I know,
But first, so you really want to make sure two people are ready. They have their towel or washcloth ready because they may be heavy. So the person doing the turning, there's sort of the clock is ticking, so to speak. So you want to go ahead and wash as quickly as you can. Try to dry off the table, dry them off and dry the table off. Then
do the other.
and then exactly. So let me have you practice each one, putting underneath as best you can. So I want you to pretend. And now that both sides are washed, so again, you want to get them.
We dried off the top side before we did this?
Yes, I would definitely, when you're in this position, yeah, exactly. Have one person washing, another person drying, and then drying off the surface.
But before we turn them, we dry the front.
I would.
Okay, and we dry before we turn the body back. And we drive the person into the other side.
Yes. And you were starting to ask the question, and now
That was actually very comfortable.
No, I think I didn't. I just was.
You all did a really good job. That was
Then
actually, I was
you've now
comfortable.
gone deep into it. So I think
Being alive is comfortable.
but you.
that's the whole idea.
Yes, well done, yes.
So exactly, you're half turning, but it, I have to say, like some people try like lifting, and that is really hard on your back. And you'll see later when we actually put on the tafachin, if it can be done by turning, and I'll show you a little tricks of you want to do that, then it's infinitely better for you than trying to actually, although there are times where you have to do a little bit of lifting, you want to avoid as much as you can lifting. Okay, got it.
If somebody's really big, like more really obese, would you get more people to do it? Because it might not
Yes, yeah. Exactly.
Sometimes you'd be surprised.
Lift and one can put, but that's a rare thing, I guess.
Even an obese person with a couple people, you can often turn them.
But for sure,
Or maybe, yeah.
and how strong the people are.
Maybe,
So
would you ever get like a Hoyer lift or something if the person was particularly large?
Well, it doesn't seem like it belongs.
It doesn't, but if you
I
can.
think they do
What
use
I would say is it's kind of interesting how extra people. I've been more open to using them. There are circumstances where use of a lift can be helpful. But I want what's better is to make sure you have 4 or even 5 people. Dan just did one with 3.
We just did one with 3, we used the
But-
lift, and we want to use the lift in case given the condition of the body. But have you tried rolling her yet?
Yes.
they did great. Everyone's good.
It's definitely it's the gentlest and the best for the participants to do it as much rolling as possible. And then, as I said, you want all the surfaces dry. And at this point, of course, obviously we recovered.
Okay. So let's imagine.
No, after.
If I could have everybody's attention. Let's imagine